Let's go through the next point. Note that if your imported CAD files are proxy graphics, they are going to be supported by Revit. But what does it mean? I mean, proxy graphics. For instance, I wanna work with AutoCAD. Sometimes we want to import a CAD file from AutoCAD to Revit. I mean, mechanical AutoCAD or the architectural AutoCAD. I mean the civil 3D, mechanical, and architectural AutoCADs. They include some specific commands about modeling some geometries actually that we got no access to them in the AutoCAD of general, and they are dedicated that if we want to import those files, Revit would recognize them as a proxy graphics files. So you may see some error messages while importing these files because the file contains proxy graphics. In order to solve this, you have to search for proxy graphics in AutoCAD proxy graphics, which is a variable. Then I make sure that the value of proxy graphics is 1. Otherwise, if we want to import the elements that contain proxy graphics, we may have some problems. Proxy graphics 1, press down enter. Then you'll see that the elements or the files that contain proxy graphics will be supported by Revit. For instance, here I have provided some 3D models in order to import them into Revit. Watch this. Then from surface, I have used Loft to create this. Using these 3 sections, as you can see. Let me make some copies out of these profiles, and then we can loft them, and then press down enter. And also we can select them and then modify them, as you can see, by just a right click and choosing the desired shape. However, we can use the loft from solid tab. Check it out, loft, and then down, press down, enter, and enter. We got a surface and also a solid loft. And then I have converted this to mesh like this way. This is the result. And also we got a cylinder that I have used the standard cylinder and also a sphere and 2 planes. And using planar, planar actually. And I have used blend to connect these 2 surfaces or these 2 planar surfaces to each other. Then I save the file afterwards. If you wanted to import your 3D models in AutoCAD, from AutoCAD to Revit, and as you can see, the edges are not visible for the surfaces. And here we got the subdivision for the mesh, as you can see, and the curved lines are, as you can see, they are segmented. And this is the solid element. And the standard elements like the spheres, cylinders, they are okay. But note that if you explode the 3D elements that you have imported them from AutoCAD to Revit, they will be deleted. Watch this. As you can see, import contains some 3D data or points which cannot be exploded. So how do we can explode them? Firstly, you have to open a family template file, for instance, generic model. And then in this environment, I want to import my CAD file, 3D shape. Check it out. And then I can easily explode them. But only the solid elements are going to be preserved, not subdivided elements. Let's see. I select them all, then partial explode. As you can see, only the solid elements are preserved, and we can also modify them to extend the faces. Watch this. It seems that as if we have modeled them here in Revit, while the surfaces and the subdivided elements couldn't be preserved. So this was an important point that I wanted to tell you, that while you import some 3D elements, you cannot explode them in the project, like surfaces, subdivisions, or behaviors in Revit.